12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shaxi from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shaxi has a good package for everyone, both our riders and...
One thing I have come to realize in our showbiz space is that there are some particular conversations. Those conversations, whether you like them or not, almost so many lives. And what do I mean by almost so many lives? Eko naba. Sa conversations ne engu. And ne na asori gidi. Ade bechina akofom. Ohwa na sa kan ho biem gidi sa. Sa conversation no the people who discuss our showbiz space. Ebi move from pundits. Ebi move from resource persons on entertainment shows. Ebi move from entertainment journalists. In fact, edibia opebia no obetimi dia mom. As much as you are describing them right. Allowed. In fact, ebi mpo eka say black sheriff kampo emom ponchi are from industry employees. And also so we the omugidi says industry employees here black sheriff kan idea or the pundits and as a resource people are call entertainment shows so na dienti ema san komo esuntwa debia eko na ba ni nyina ne se debia se na bible kan ne se ahiafo ba we mu no debia in the area of punditry, in the area of show business ajimi fonso we mu. Unfortunately, this is hard. Debiano, a Jimmy Fonso away mu. And it is the reason ye ba near co. In fact, yes, salute you almost so many nyansa umuno. Because ye kana ye highlight ye Jimmy Fonin kwa. Emma omo munim nyansa umunom yeketwa. Intebra ye bo anyansa fona basono. Ye bo anyas Ebra ye bo nyasafo na baso na adimi fons ye twi omanim. I think I've said it right. Enti no adimi fo ho. Na after Sarkodie show, after Stone Boy in the birthday show ho, and come we asan start bim. And offer babiano ebi ho. There are some scripts I've seen online. I'm a person reading now. Yeah, the analysis be. Na what I want to say briefly, no, I'll say it, then we can run away from here because San Commander San started beam. When you go online, there are so many people who are angry. They are mad, all because certain group of people have decided that they will belong to the Jimmy Four Ring, you know. And the Omakoji membership cards. And Jimmy Four Ring, na Omudi Jomudin. Thinking that they are doing something right, but they are not. Unfortunately, they are part of the woes of this industry. Almost counter industry, no. You try who any abesi because okay, so Charlie Obian's your BB. Opportunities na the base and a dorsal. Omo actively involved, but madam challenge a deal cramoko I send it here. Unback bet me as knowledge amount. Ubet matna baby no can also. Oh, okay. You have really done some good background on this topic. But there be omudie. Omujimi any say me wo A side. Enti me wo A side there. Se biye bibi mpo na efe na o se me kan bo na baso a me kan mo na baso because I want to remain a fool. Na ojina ho na jimie na. Because why would I have an issue with Stone Boy wakobo on show ho? Say nipa buy, say nipa ama. Why would I have an issue? Is that even my business? It is not my business. Because that is not where I belong. If I want to just say, oh, I wish him well, that is fair. Because Obia obe seti up or ye bibi on pakonim di oye. A Frivolta region, a hon any chromo. Or person has some superiority and some dominance for her. And every year, so back when the birthday party or what. And then a chance was a problem. And then a chance, oh, yes, our program now. Or send me fahona make a can simbia, a bemana look a little of himself. Onye de oye. Seko ye, sanko ye, nyamisika, and yamimre, and yam resources. It's about him. And you no sika and no resources. And the good or bad, he swallows it. But minim the entia and kophobia my man say that bien the niha. In the adiene yefe krana or say a kase efe no, there be a bekase nyefe. And that is the case study of Sarkodie and those people who have decided to go for badges and ID cards of being among the fooling department of our showbiz industry. Minim the how. Now, out of this conversation, and the Komobebre appear online, and I'm interested in some of these pieces. I want to go deep into some of them. Na fe me fan kan bibi na yenso free so. Because sanko for odi omachia, you can talk the whole day. Na omo amagi so mu nsuo nyansa no opa pa omutrim ne fa nyansa shem. Ombe fie pi. Oman fie pi a ombe ne pi. Odi opa me se pa omutrim o ne fa nyansa shem. Ombe timi afi afro manum. Wo. Oman fensu a omba kwatena toilet so achim amanyanza na pie. Like, think about it. Yes, nyansa cannot stay within them. Nyansa, it moves. A flow. It is a flowing a river no. It flows and don't you see. Now, Kwame Dash in the starting Komowe. That take me to Kwame Dash's Facebook timeline. Now I'm reading the story and assembly or show. I'll say. Whenever I hear or see people complain about the declining quality of some entertainment analysis shows, I laugh. It is really a simple matter of demand and supply. Many of those complaining are the same people who rush to watch or listen to these shows. You share their videos, you talk about them, give them virality, and drive engagement for them. Truth is, shows like that are far more likely to attract sponsors than ones that focus on more progressive content. Life has now become more about who has the numbers than who is making positive impact. It doesn't matter how you get the numbers. Just get it and all other blessings will follow. Of course, there are still entertainment shows that manage to strike a reasonable balance between substance and excitement. But let's be honest, a lot of you often prefer junk content. Plenty insult, useless drama, non-factual opinions, unnecessary screaming, biased commentaries, etc. Now imagine well-meaning people asking you to dilute your program with some madness so that you get more people to listen. Yes, some program managers now even put pressure on their presenters to do silly things that will bring in the numbers. You all enable the nonsense and turn around to complain. Enjoy. Director, I want to see the piece on the screen still. If you want to maintain me on the screen, fine. But me per se, me who piece needs to me find breakdown be because I don't hear me pa. Kwame does the minya or me bibia as much as this show base is concerned. I've lived with him, we've worked together, and we are still a family. Any day, any time. Big shouts to you, Kwame. The Kwame person or training down and say, "Oh no, dear, or did he say, oh more Jimmy no? Yen the other song so Kwame and so be as well. Jimmy ba at the Safang me chumani. It me tribute him for 1 week. Near the angry chumani say, Monster San, Monsieur Yansan, Bana Mecano, or Munyasan, or the show with trim 1 fee and pia or Benny P. And come with trim. It Kwame and so be as so. Yes, so be as so. Kwame Koka said, a demand and supply. Kwame, me say, I can tell you currently in my life, if there is one showbiz program I listen to, a program or Hit FM, only during a view, and especially when I'm driving in the morning, because me radio no crap, and how many times do I even get to watch? How many times do I get to listen to radio, and how many times do I even get to watch TV? So in the morning, when hopefully I happen to be in the car around that time, I'm able to listen to your program. And a few others. Mini adajan bako so say enyumre Saturday drew a mark to makwatre baby a chile. Ama madwuma atom na meti fie me hwenko bi. Ah, Charlie. Anka Nyankopon kra bede mi hu yawo. Say some flex me bo wi ase. We na do time be and your time no here be time Konyakopon say na me time you're not grab be time for time ni bra. Go and rest because you don't need the time. You are abusing the time. You are not using the time responsibly. To come some of us we don't do it. There be any side that you know. And I'll say shows like that are far more likely to attract sponsors. Kwame, no serious company will sponsor such program. Oh yeah, company now also open pedigree kakra de aton ho. Also per respect kakra e de aton ho. Programs you want to be for product go so and our service and go so. Because program no any reviews papa until they then a person building. Image ben brand ben a person building ma. And ampa entertainment shows need e bi ye de nyansa wom. Big shouts to some of them. But almost somewhere Mark Zombe Jimmy no. Kwame ana e yaw na man for the omo kasa o. Enye se omo virality o. Ana e yaw. Omo ma e yaw ko nipa mu nti ana omo so kire omo adwen e bia no na be ma omo de omo ko viral na okan na be ma na ko viral. Because they actually attack those people with pains, disappointment and more. Of course, many people would ask you guys to liven the program because almost person here is okay. The entertainment programs we are doing and yet for only the industry technocrats. And when I was on radio, actively on radio and TV, now me yes I didn't say okay. Bit mark of topic no discussing. Ubak of gum, ubak of royalties, but who discussing we are? How about the guy who wants to listen to it for fun? So sometimes you try to strike a balance. A little bit for the industry people, and a little bit for those who would want to listen or watch for fun. Because you all know on here royalties ne fan yashi. On here gamron komani or no person betie bibi na audition dia na on fansere. Such people, you need to satisfy them as well. To come say nipa bi kasa. I want to believe that's what they meant. Say okay, o satisfy you kakra. Just a bit more satisfy you kakra. That obi antimi enya bi emfa mobra. Nemum ajimi fo ne de. Or see a two free a Jumanimo. You even said, I think in the 1, 2, 3, 4th paragraph or so, say sometimes some program managers not even put pressure on their presenters to do silly things that will bring in the numbers. Of course, they want to sell. And to Kwame, anything at all to sell, it is very important. But to do silly things to sell, it needs abstinence. That be. You can't sustain it. Dabi untimi en sustain it sa nema we. Enti elsa eye ba bibi ba ko pe. Eye bibi a edi nyansa. Edi information. Edi entertainment. Edi sa nema we betima brain pa. Utimi kan we nyina boma you are good. And ebra kwa me chiro we apen na enua bright ashkat say well. Kwame, watch your BBO. Watch the watching. I said, Adrena, watch the so nyansa you bet ye. No, there are also some group for people also by this time. Almost starting from 9 see ho. I said there be level na ye call we are no. Untimi entrance na unyimi sa because and the apps extra man for there. All the AI apps around are extra man for there. Eti u nipa sa usu bejimia. You better walk with the toys at you. So we nipa na so bejimia. We will leave you and go and follow robots. Because you are not ready to learn as a human being. And if the robots are learning, we will go and follow robots. Because we nipa nyakopon edi nyansa adwen fita se utrim. Also use robot why back no. You follow robots to listen to what the robots will tell us to do. Because yet one metie they all can because they all can nyasa back we say ebinim. Now, what is Bright Ashkat's response to Kwame Dazi? I read this. It says you are unable the nonsense and turn around to complain of our Kwame Dazi statement, no? And or the year be not say. From a consumption standpoint, that's very true. As consumers, it has become very true that we are complicit in the nonsense and agenda settings we now get served on a daily basis. But it hasn't been just a way road. So the nonsense isn't even just from the audience, it is from the owners and bosses too. And I say, managing or say ampa, out of pain, out of disappointment. Some people will come forward to bash some of these guys on yes uncle or radio, any TV so. But I see problem no, and yes uncle for nkwa. There are some people who are supposed to gatekeep those platforms and channels. They are supposed to be well-educated people. People with degrees, people with masters and what have yous. Sanko for no to heading. Jimmy and let's continue reading. It says, consumers have shown that they like quality, and that's the reason we have had people on here randomly mentioned they appreciate the effort and production of Kwame Daji's team on Joy FM. If it is truly a demand and supply thing, then it is a two-way road and not just one. And that's why you can't insulate the bosses of these media houses from it, from the credibility and good name that the multimedia group enjoys. You would most at times realize people reiterate and appreciate the efforts of the bosses like Mr. Ken and Mr. Ken Anna. Okay, Mr. Ken Anna and Mr. Kwesichum. I'm sure he wanted to say Ken something. I'm not too sure which of the Kens he wanted to mention. He says, in the same way, if today's nonsense is served, they shouldn't be insulated from the blame. Of course. Let's move on to the next chapter. Osi, eyampa a man for a shares animal. Nemu almost so many my dear as almost share. Channel owners, platform owners, managers. Almost what are they doing to keep sanity within the showbiz space? Omo yeding. Omo de omo yomani. And also omo yomani dia. Se Drew say ye fire omo jimina. Kakra be for omo. Emoja be go omo. Emoja be go omo. Kwa ye botu na pa. Omo jina omo. Oni pa ku ni titia. Emoja na be spread it. A spread be go omo. Egu oho a mo mu shengas o na dan same last o to emoja go ye ho da bi. Now, let's go on to say more. So, I said an example would be despite media. When that media house and its pundits became notorious for maligning and degrading Shatawale, he went after the head. After all, the animal when killed is killed from the head. You may not like his approach that insulted despite and chastised him, but a careful look will let you know since then, such folly stopped. What hasn't stopped is what was true criticism. Anna didn't stop because he said what was fact. Bra Kwame's didn't stop because he said it from an informed point of view. And when we see such good criticism, no matter how fans may react, they seem to understand within them that it is the truth. So yes, two things can be true. That the audience's continuous interaction with bad production gives it a voice, but also another truth is the bosses of these media houses are complicit in the long run. And soon, they should be the ones it stops with. If the bosses at multimedia receive compliments with open arms when people lauded the employment of Kwame Dazi and his good content, then they are very sure of what they are doing with the employment of Sallymann and with continuously empowering her to malign and run down people's hard-earned reputation. Where it stops is when one person also touches multimedia at where it wouldn't want to be touched. Just like despite media was touched at where it didn't want to be touched. It says, Father Dixon won't take disrespect because of the lousy agenda settings of Yayebua. Same way Ken answer. Okay, so the other time he wanted to say Ken answer. Same way Ken answer and Kwesichum won't allow their names to be disrespected by the nonsense of Sallymann. Thank you for this one. I'm closing. The other day, when I was doing my pills to Sallymann, I remember on one of the days, I decided to spread the pills to the management and owners of multimedia. Me share that pan. See, okay, yeah, cancel no. Why not his own tea nyansa sem Jimmy ni kwa no be Jimmy. Na say ye de be direct e de aba empanifo a omudi saa platforms nanimu a e bia ombetimi direct niema ama asumdwa aba. But and that is what the gentleman is saying. Say emi baby see e kan shatawale akoma e no no so e bra pain no woni mu no onto de kire na adwen e ma ebi company fo bi. Of course obi guys oh obi abon abaso oyade but you see when it comes to fight formula no aje boxing and a rules wom. By a free ring ni ma they can there make sure you are beating your opponent. From a frame from a bonnet frame from a coin be also bunny be. That's what happened. And a brom frame from Emma a big company for be. And let me assure say obiti ono be kasa or dream who too. Say hey. Sa ebruya shatawale boy and frame from me may be called wrong places he. Because can it be some by many thing. It be moody exchange answer. To the bright person and say, Mushani ye name Sada ebechia ebi be kan krofo bi no. Mamon kasa obi mu ade okromu ha. Mamon kasa nkrofo bi amani so ade o na say omo de omo kasa kire mpanifo anyhow. What na say hwe? Nobody is talking about it. Nobody is condemning it. Nobody is making moves to stop it. I say omo de. E na omo koso ye. Nemum said dachi echia. No one should cry. We Oma kama afi edru abrochimpo. Akwa ba UK boss Dennis. The some part of the industry decided so mbeji mi no. Oma yama akọ global. And I mean global. Akọ global. Now what is Akwaba saying? Director Fabrana in the next 3 minutes I have to be wrapping up. My time is up. Akwaba UK boss, I say, I honestly can't believe what I'm hearing right now from some media outlets and their guest panelists in Ghana. Do you guys realize how difficult it is for us promoters in the UK to get 500 people to attend a show or a party in the UK, let alone sell out the iconic Royal Albert Hall? This is one of the most prestigious venues in the world where global legends have performed. For a Ghanaian and African artist like Sarkodie to sell it out is not something to downplay or compare casually to a local show in Ghana. With all due respect, it really sounds like this TV show and the guests speaking on this matter have no real understanding of the scale and significance of that achievement. And that is the fact. We are called global. That's not Cromwell Jimmy, I'm not called global. So the Okano. I say, and no one sent Kofobi, Trababi na Amu Jimmy say na ye show. And it is obvious. Kofono de Shekalibano. Look at them. Ben say Charlie. A Jumana no. Omu were like they are very far. Still, almost all Montias here. But because we Jimmy. Well, we wish them well. Now, this is my problem also. And I want director to bring the last post from Dada Hafko. Nafe, me wrap up as my person me can. Me try me huano. Me wrap up and chemo. Dada Hafko used to be one of my pundits on radio. He's a musician, as a matter of fact. And I know he's also within the business of show business as well. And he says, some punditry these days, quack. What you see the nipa omo kasa radio TV so bi mu pan de enkoye rasta man be ka emfa hi emfa. Also some panditry these days quack. Now person be gina that have kwase me so na me de pon. If you read further in the comment section, you will see my comment there where I said, when you people leave the space, this will happen. And me can boom them upon. Monim de ntia agimi for na dɔso wɔ saa platforms no. Because anyansafo ene ɔma ɔmbetimi akasa ama industry no nyanto papa bi efra no. Either say one ɔma e busy. Either say two e bia industry no ho nsɛm no ɔmo de ɔmo time de akyire bia amwa ɔmo. Ana say you know they have taken different interests in different industries. Ento ɔmo ni hɔ. Ana say they don't want to even do it again. Meaning which of the factors, but definitely it will be one of them. Because I remember when we had some people on my radio shows from Plus FM to Xylophone FM, Xylophone TV, and no utia the anyansafo na agada na omobon komo. Utia the nimdiefo na agada na omobon komo. It is just like watching Showbiz Daily on Sammy Flex TV. Aha Jimmy no ya allow my uncle. Oko cry back ye betre. You say o chia ko ho a ye be gistia na directed the road papa so ama. You say akwan papa na person de ko fagata mu a ye be ka betra na ya ni ya chika na ne da be si kwan ni so na ya ma zo to asoko. Yes. Ye ma unyimi keke o. Ye be directed because ajimi de vata obi aho. At every point, there'll be person or say, oh, me say sometimes me money Jimmy kakra. No, Jimmy Obia. In fact, President Crow kakra. It will time to Tim could never be no occasion, no way back could be to Naman fast. Yeah. That time, decide. But Kofobo Jimmy go nim so much. So, what I want to say in wrapping up is that it's high time I know so I'm say they have the wisdom, they have the knowledge. They have the pedigree, they have the information to share. Mo aveli mo. Because mo continue wars neso, ese mo share, na mo fodi mo arms there. I swear me for be take center stage. I say oni mbobo. Ni ye de wato reserve. Na obi gina bo no hwe. Send ye abedi pele by a friend is saying. The day I pay World Cup de bi akwa mo twam ho. Mo ba ya na mo de kofo bi akwa Tupac na mo hwe. Anya no ogina mu a header bi die obetima connect. Ogina mu obe born say, "Hey, let's go. We'll go." Ba mo ba ya na akofa Jimmy fo bi na fe bi no mo to papa so. Ono sa akoma na de World Cup no ni bi. Ohun se Messi ba na kuma beti. Ohun se Ronaldo ba na kuma beti. But not the day are you. Sana adena ko you. So when I see people like that have complaining, when I see some people complaining, I ask myself, "Na mo ye den mo wen? Mo jade na mom na omu Jimmy, mo ja mom de ombe Jimmy o, omu Jimmy mom mamesu." Because you've left the space for them. It's high time we know at least. Obi peba one day be, 1 week be, like obetna baby. Na mun chira de. Big shouts to the late Nana Texan. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Sometimes when we are talking about some of these things, we miss him so much. Because Nyansani Adriana Branty and Eche our platforms in the name of Punditry no. Dabi. It's high time as Sankrofo no. Mike Yamu amu way your 10 mo JMJ mo. Like Mumbra. Munticha mo platforms neso. Baku Sammy Flex TV, Baku Kwame Dazio, Baku PCF, Baku na fe mo starting chira man for ade na yen tiji mi ni so because you see in the kingdom of the blind the one-eyed man is the what? Is the king. Yakoba bi obi ani afra akwa bitimi nya ni baako otimi di hu ekwan pe ona yo hini because yeah obi ehun hwe we are all blind. It's a con nani gra achia kakra bi odi hu bi kitwa bi adlo timi uzo high kwan da hai ona ekin na obi adi na chi it is odi omo kwose gata mu a omo mu di achi omo ye den ala gota odon kwose nsi omo mu di achi na omo nyina nsuo enti sane esi a ekoso and this is my problem. I'm not elevanyo means and shouts to you. Sisi ya wajai malam for ne kakra say oye root. But e omu ana kabra izimi. Na ka wa pie kakra. Oh na waka ba ku mienu bi, no waka ba ku mienu, no wakote, no wakoye road and construction. Now they abosonfo yi fam, now the pixie fam. Thing na. Ba mu jai microphone ne dia. Hey. Ya say otwe bebre bibi so bebre. Yenya ye ne omu nam ne bebre, mu so amu watira mutie no, mo bebre. And that is what is happening. Yen yom nam ne bre because mo adwuma ne yedin mo so am watchire na mo hwe mo so mo bre yen na ye ble o emfa ye be ble. It is high time omu anu matwe ti ma be se yen anyasafo no yen anyasafo ye doso a adimifo ne be kitikiti bi Say nyansafo ne yetu ehungu mu a. Ajimifo no ombe kitikiti ba nyansafo ne yate enajimfo na doso mole. So that I share I movies mole one ultimi nkubaku. No matter how rumble and I said them out here. Ubo to gaga no mu ba na kiki omo ba ne botu no mu aha. Omo ajimfo no mai say mole for no. Muku am still no mu ba. Ge uku am no mu omo ba sa omo sada o. E from mole for. Sada mai. Enti mo jai ade na ma mole for na mole for ni jimi na mo banzo na musu. I came in peace. There me ba enche me go so settle. Me settle ansem no. Ya be kan hard. E si anya starting kan. Monto yombo na ehwe se na be ko. E fra be Sammy Flex way editorial put together by Theophilus de Gosh. There's that Gerald and Sammy Tuga. Until then, ye share bi ba so beti ma kira wa adwen. Na ye na ka momusa. E drew ho ya be kan de sese ye ka. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to us and let's do some more. We out of here. Bye-bye.
Ghana, what's up? I have been in this market for a very, very long time, and I understand your day-to-day activities. So you know what? I'll introduce my new smartphone devices into the market.